as we're ready for our second game of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Denver Nuggets and the OKC Thunders of Game 2 are ready to roll things on. We saw one game in Game 3, but there's only one more game for Game 2. As for this one, night number 2, as we will be seeing things on the other side. This time, we are about to see this rematch in Nuggets against the Thunders, and there's only one choice to make things win. Will this be Nuggets to even up the series, or the Thunders to have a 2-0 lead over Denver Mile High? And now for my next broadcasting partners, I have it across in, ready to get started. As this time, Sonic Beast is also along with the others, with Tyler Beast and the third commentary of the crew. I give a quick roll welcome to our big ones to start things off. And up minds, we have our big self-fiber, and this one is back off us again, Gangsta Beast. We'll hope to see you all again real soon, once the finishing game comes in for the end of regulation. Post-game show will be underway here soon, but let's get this one started. As the Nuggets and Thunders on the next one's on. 1-0. Will the Thunder win, or Nuggets to even up? And it's next on 2K Sports. Let's rock and roll. Okay, let's do it. See you guys later, everybody. And we are having to have blast to get things on as they have the Nuggets. A tough one to make the team in as they're ready to bring things on to play against the Thunder. And it's game 2 to get things on the roll. Nuggets and Thunders are up next after this. Welcome to the second game of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Sonic Beast and I'm here with my broadcast partner with Tyler and Gangsta. Back to OKC of the Loud City, and it's game number 2. It's not always the big day of this one because the starting group starts on between the Thunders and the Nuggets. We have Gregorius Alexander, he's on Dort, and Bronze McMurray. Williams is with Porter Jr., Jokic to Hardenstein, and Gordon is on with Jalen Williams. Here we are, folks. The Dort and their teammates are all settled in. Let's get started. Nuggets wins the tip-off, and we are underway at the Paycom Center. All fueled up and ready to go. Jamal Murray will start it here. You'll find it over to Braun with the 3. This one started up with a 3-pointer. It's off the mark. And Holmgren denies that shot. What a great start for the Thunder. Oh, that's when you were making that feeling like uncomfortable range here for Holmgren. You got a good first block. Have to start that one off with a great timing. Here's Holmgren with a drive. Something for 2. Calvin Holmgren with his first bucket in. Off 2-0 lead over Denver. Now Braun's right toward Wayne with the spin around. He'll start it over on Hardenstein with a layup drive's good. As this will be the first bucket in for game 2 on Christian Braun.
Let me tell you this one about Christian Braun. He wasn't sure how he's got that with the great layup drive. This one pointed in with the bare figure, and that key was a big range to have that in. It might just be hard. No one stands a chance afterward if you're going to get it up and get it in. Here's Shady Gordon Alexander. The drive is up and rebounded by Gordon as he missed that 2-pointer. Porter Jr. rolling in right toward the middle. Ball almost loses hands. Gordon up for 2 over Hardenstein, no good. Reporter Rally with 4 saying that Nikola Jokic was one of our Serbian players that really has dug it all for anything. But one thing I haven't mentioned before is how does he able to keep all of it in? Well, I wouldn't say that this would be like a better day for Gregorius Alexander. At this point, Nikola Jokic is one of a joker. He made that one hard. After playing with the 2017 by the FIBA Cup, it was no better reason that he was able to have it finish off the right amount of way. It could be just the only day for Nikola Jokic to have that one centered off.
Here's Porter Jr. following the bucket by Jalen Williams. Here's a shot for Porter Jr. That one gives a rebound, and Gordon for the 3. That rolls in and out, and rebound by Hardenstein. Hardenstein with his third rebound. And he'll have a swing to Sergei Alexander. Alexander looking off and finding again Illusion Storm. Short pass to Hardenstein. To Holmgren. Jump up. Over to Williams for the 2. Good second time point the bucket score. As Jalen Williams got 4. And it's Holmgren with the assist. Just looking at seeing things for Jalen Williams, you don't see how that one is going to make it in. This is a big concern that this drive-off got important. That's a big give-off. Timeout call on the Denver Nuggets. They'll talk things in with the start of the first quarter at 5:21.
You know, I wasn't really a big fan here for the OKC Thunders. I was not seeing how well they were doing. But with this first score-off, I really wanted to see how they did. You know what I'm saying? They really just have to prove everybody. Now, you may have just always said this, how are you going to make that one go in and make that one with a good shot? This has been a bit like a harder question, and concerning things, it's not easy when they're doing this for the Thunders. And I'm going to tell you now their why Unleash Beast, because they have to. Not for every single minute that they would do for any of each. Rebounding games and big efforts would have been just the right pick. And I'm saying this one because no one has definitely stand the crowd like it's anybody. I got your feelings for your word out of you, Gangsta. Gangsta knows that you can't make that one play out of work. I can definitely tell you now, they won't tell it how this will play out. And I felt like, well, we won't believe on that. The Thunders may have it all to make that great finish in. This is just how hard they are doing it for, but not unless they just keep on playing it backward. And as the start off, we'll bring in, as for the Nuggets, we'll make new changes on offense. And we'll stay with the defense here for the Thunders. Here's a set to Jamal Murray. Murray with the bounce pass to Gordon. Holmgren on him. Gordon Jr. on Williams. Watching in. Here's a set. Jokic up. Dropper, pointer, no good. And it's rebounded by Chet Holmgren. He's been like scoring 0 points for Nikola Jokic. He's got to like try to make it in. Here, Gordon Alexander, the cut and drive is often stopped by Jamal Murray, and it goes back the other way. Great team. I don't know that the Blue Arrow would have to be improving at all. He made that one with the power movement. Don't start up until you see it.
Gordon almost would have had that one knocked away. Hardenstein denies the effort. That'll be 2 blocks in a row for Isaiah. 1 for Hardenstein and 1 for Holmgren. Williams sets it across. 3-pointer for Holmgren. That's good. Ranges from the beat. As it's Williams with the assist. Holmgren has 5. I just really love seeing things. This is what I have to know for Chet Holmgren. You gotta bring in point. You do for all. Here's a try for Braun. That one blocked. Fades with the shot. Aaron Gordon. He went over with the fade with no trouble, and he pulled it back in for 2.
Well, he was waiting patiently afterward. He was going to try to beat over Holmgren. They were like, nope, nope, nope. And he just wanted to make that in. He just got a good point to keep that one out of the score track.
Holmgren from outside. You'll have that bounce pass to Shake Gordon Alexander with the reverse layup. And it's rebounded by Jokic. Porter Jr. on his way down. Trying to watch it. With a 2. Fouls on OKC. Jalen Williams, if his first personal foul, their first team foul, will be the Thunders.
Thunders is not a great start in. As Porter Jr. had that one laid in, he didn't really think that wasn't a good key to make that one with a good start.
Free throw coming up for the Denver Nuggets, as they will have his first shoot to the free throw line for Michael Porter Jr. Stop the clock at 3:36 remaining. It might not how this would happen with Porter Jr. He was able to do what he had to play for a harder bit, the more range action, he really have to do for a while. Now in my case, that OKC really wants to make the louder crowd for one of the players that wants to stop them. It's not just a big change that you have to do for him. New group substitutions are coming in, as this will be Jamal Murray checking out. And now the other way will be Saric. And the other side for the Thunders, 2 players checked out. Gordon Alexander, Dort, and Caruso and Wallace have checked in. Porter Jr. with 1 shot remaining. Second free throw good for MP Jr.
Here's Caruso. You'll start that off the other way. Caruso outside. Will swing off to Holmgren. Pass over to Wallace. Wallace around Russell Westbrook. The foul. Bucket one. That one is Ben Wallace. He makes a great counting drive as they'll count that bucket. That was what I mentioned to Wallace. That is when you make a good effort to start the drive. That's a great look. No hesitation meditation. Didn't really get the first one going in. Wallace at the 3-point line, shooting one. As for new substitutions are on, as Najee's checked in. Also along is Watson. And as the other side, Jaden Williams is checked in for the OKC Thunders. He'll knock that in for Wallace. 3:20 remaining in the first quarter of the game. Russell Westbrook sides that one back, trying to look for the jumper. That one's rebounded by Williams. Williams with his first rebound of the game. And he'll have it to Caruso. Caruso watching outside, he'll have it again to Wallace. The pass to Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins against Watson. The give over to Wallace. Over Braun. That's good. Another 2-pointer for Christian Wallace. He has 5 in the game.
Can't really say what Christian Wallace is really like giving it in, and he just have to make that one feel like it was all on the money line to finish it in at the right time.
Watson for 3. Catlin is good from outside.
This one gives a 3-pointer for Watson. It's a 14-9 game, down by 5.
Caruso
outside again to Williams. Williams now has it to Wallace. Westbrook wants to give to Williams a try. Over Saric, it's no good. Rebounded by Hardenstein. Fakes a shot. Gives a pass to Caruso in. Great feed. That will be Caruso's first pointer of the game. And that will be 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
just don't give a good start afterward to Alex Caruso. This is the big on change when you just need to make that win, turn it up, and then go right back afterward.
Nice three for Christian Braun as he makes his first three-pointer of the game. Now as Caruso will have it the other way, he'll send a pass over to Williams. Williams gives over back to Caruso. Caruso pass to Wallace. Wallace looks over to Wiggins. The fade back to Caruso. Caruso for two. That's good. Another two-pointer for the Thunders. He has 4 points in this game. Russell Westbrook on Caruso. Westbrook trying to settle in for the range shot. Back to Westbrook with a shot. Great D by Alex Caruso. He's got his first rebound of the game. And that's what I meant to mention before about Alex Caruso. He wasn't really thinking that was going to be starting after the Lakers. But hey, I'll tell you now that Alex Caruso is making a great use of his defensive effort and just playing it when you imagine it. You just need to do all the timing effort when you get there. Braun against Wallace, the setting screen. Uses set to Braun. Outside Westbrook. Right in. Westbrook finds Najee, and a shot drive is good as this was assisted by Russell Westbrook as he has his first bucket in.
Don't play it like Najee. You really have to get it off to a good drive, get it in there, just give it up.
Everybody. Hardenstein, dish over to Williams. The back pass to Caruso. Caruso. Override. Step back two, no good. Hardenstein with the rebound, back to Caruso. 20 seconds remaining. Williams. For the two over Saric, it's good. That will be a first two-pointer for Devontae Williams. His first two-pointer. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Braun. Watching a step on Russell Westbrook. Slides it back. Westbrook for two. And that will miss the bucket in. The end of the first quarter, 22-14. A big start for OKC, but we'll get the second quarter when we come back after the break.
It's been a fun to start. OKC's the big town to be the loud one.
Be Thunder. Be all what you can. And if you're just joining us in for the second quarter, we got your live action. It is a 22-14 game. And as we get things started up. Thunders and the Nuggets are all settled in, ready for action. The startup game will be Gordon Alexander. He's with Von Williams. And across the middle is Chet Holmgren. Then we have Evans. Across out is Isaiah Joe. And finally, Lucian Stewart in power forward position. Stewart for the try. Layup will start in for Lucian Stewart. That'll be his first bucket in for Lucian Stewart.
They just go up by 10 quickly after work for Dort. I'd love to see Lucian Stewart make it possible.
Outside Jokic. Jokic with a spin. With a shot. Blocked by Holmgren. Lucian Stewart got a rebound in. That'll be his first. You don't feel like you do for Holmgren. Every time you play for, then Holmgren got a little swipe after it from Jokic. That's a lot about hard concentration that he's been looking for afterwards.
Williams.
Around Gordon, the shot's fouled, and he rumbled right toward the floor. That'll be Aaron Gordon's first personal foul, and that'll be their first team foul for Denver. 7:03 remaining in the second quarter, and Evans on the free throw line shooting 2 for Jalen Williams. Williams still making this advantage, and he'll try to make his 2-pointer in the game to get the free throw down. Now, the question is for Jalen Williams, he really has taken everything with all the finishing of all of his runs. But what I need to say is that Jalen Williams wasn't sure how he really been playing it afterwards. As you can see now, he was able to have his own goal, and it was just not all what he did for. And what to say about for Jalen Williams, he has a lot of his goal strategy to J-Dub.
Well, I could say J-Dub is really like all of the extension, and his playing for his personal life, he really had to make anything. Ronald and Nicole Williams, I mean, that's the second limit he's been like keeping it in. And he felt like he wants to get everything moving here from Arizona, and now the next thing what he would do, he would have to just give it over, as they were both one of them from the U.S. Air Force. And then for the realizing of how he would do his personal women, just like a harder way to play for one.
Isaiah Joe outside. Over Westbrook. Great scoop and drive for Isaiah Joe. That'll be a long range to get in with a step in. Is that what I need to look for Isaiah Joe in the drive? It looks like he really went deeping in the range. I don't see where it was coming at. And there'll be an offensive foul. That'll be Nikola Jokic. As this will be a turnover to the Thunders.
Yeah, not playing like the right screen that you're doing this. You don't want to make that one change out of your life.
Here's Gordon Alexander. He'll give it off to Holmgren. Holmgren pass to Gordon Alexander. Joe against Westbrook. Joe watching it. Watches the pass play and off to Williams. Outside for the 2-pointer. Rolls around the rim, and it goes off target. Porter Jr. tried the spin move, and he's fouled. That'll be Jalen Williams with second personal foul, and it'll be their first team foul for the Thunders. Now, that's not really what you want to do. You just don't like trying to play it afterwards. That one is a big moot and mistaken. And I felt like this wouldn't be the best way to have it. Free throw coming in for Michael Porter Jr. This will be his second trip to the free throw line for the Denver Nuggets.
You know, nobody likes that. I mean, you don't want to play it afterward from Michael Porter Jr. That's not what you wanted to do. You don't want to make that one mistaken, because if you do, you really will have to give it up everything to keep playing it from outside. Nobody wants to stand out. Nobody wants to play it like this. They've got to watch themselves.
Free throw skin for Porter Jr. Yeah, all what they did, and they won't have to do the same thing. They just need to keep focusing in. The right timing is done.
Second free throw good for Porter Jr.
Williams' team down by the lead cut down by 11. He'll have it again to Joe. Joe almost Almost would have had that one in and trying to reach it out. Williams gives the pass to Dort. Dort, here's the drive! That one is off target. And rebounded by Porter Jr. again to Westbrook. Westbrook to Porter Jr. for three. That's missed. No good. 4 outside for Porter Jr.
This is a miscommunication in. I won't stand that figure, in fact. Before Alexander will do the job. Here's the middle. And a slam pound way over Jokic. That's going to Jokic Alexander with a slam down. And that is why you have to play it in to give it out.
Timeout called by the Denver Nuggets with under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Look at this one. I like that dunk when you just do for Alexander. This one is a really nice loud house to rumble down. And there was no stopping back as we have to take a moment for take the timeout in. And as for Alexander, we love to see that one throw it down.
Absolutely. Give that, everybody, a fair round of applause. That was just what you call for the power rumble down. Give it in.
Now heading back on the court as we're getting ready to make a new change. As the Thunders and the Nuggets make new changes on offense and defense. The blue arrow looking at uncomfortable. He'll have to try to take the 2 and he'll make it in. That will be another 2-pointer for the Nuggets. First bucket for Jamal Murray.
Well, he wasn't really thinking that was going to be a score for Jamal Murray. I would say so.
Jed Holmgren on Jokic. Back to again with Gordon Alexander. A pass to Dort. Roll the pass to Gordon Alexander. Here's the 3 for Wallace. And Williams with no good on a shot in the corner range. It's back over to Porter Jr. Murray for the drop up. Step up pull up, no good. And he'll have that reverse drive. Back in with the 2-point opposite. 29-22 game. Here's another one to Dort with only 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Pass to Williams. Williams pass to Joe. Joe from the free throw line is good. That'll be Isaiah Joe with the second bucket. He just made that one in as he waits for it, and he just had that rolling around a side-to-side net.
That rim was like impossible to beat over it, but he really did it all when he had to.
He lost the dunk! And a miss by Russell Westbrook. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Jamal Murray would have almost made this one dunk an easy, crazy straight afterward. That one got him tricked. He got him robbed out. Wow. Here's Murray. After a bucket by Chet Holmgren. With the shot. No foul on Chet Holmgren. Here's Gordon Alexander. Sets it to Holmgren. Over and in. What a dish shot pass from Gordon Alexander. Alexander, SGA. And look how he's flexing. Holmgren. My dumb boy. He's been like a bear on the man to start that off.
Now you got to believe it on that feeling, Lieutenant Holmgren. It is like a bit of star afterward.
Great shot by Jamal Murray after SGA went down. He's got 6 points in the game. He's been waiting long and patiently. All I just noticed that wasn't really what he meant to be doing for on his next generation to keep it up. Here's Gordon Alexander. That one misses, and Murray rebounds the ball with only 2:25 remaining. On his way, the fouls picked up on SGA. That'll be his first, and the second team foul for Oklahoma City. And he will have his second chance at the free throw line for the Nuggets. That'll be for Jamal Murray heading to the free throw line shooting 2.
He is rushing in. He's not really like getting it off the right single timer. And that's what you need to do for. You don't want to play it like you're out of your mind. You just got to make sure you keep playing it in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Murray will hit the first free throw line. And And he'll make a new change here as for Watson, Najee, and Sawich are checked in for Jokic, Gordon, and Porter Jr. As Bronze checked back in as a replacement for Russell Westbrook. Dort, Williams, and Holmgren are checked out. As will be Williams moving over, Holmgren and power forward, and Alex Caruso in small forward. As of the halftime approaching coming up, there will be Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and the big fella of Shaq O'Neal for the first half of how this one will change it in from this OKC. And the Nuggets trying to pull back in to stop it out. We'll see how they will do and see what this changes in. That'll be halftime show coming up later after the first half. Gordon Alexander, what a scoop drive, what a great floater. He made that one with the bang in. He's got 4 points.
Just when you see about the floating drive and you have to give it to SGA for the finish, that one is really up and in. They would have to change all of it to do anything.
Timeout, 9 Mile High. Now the Denver Nuggets are going 2 minutes remaining in the first half. And as you may have noticed right now, we might see the Thunders, we might see them win. So if they do, then they'll be moving on to the Western Conference Finals. And they'll be playing against the winning team between one and the other. There will not be anything at one of the others. So you might be seeing things in if the Thunders win and then move on to the next round if they play against the winning team between the Warriors or the Wolves.
I'm going to say the Wolves and the Thunders are getting into their matchup. I want to see how they do. Let's see how that one is going to bring out with some chance to make that win. Because I want to see that OKC Thunders might be able to win that. This might be the first title to start that off then.
Well, I got to bring on you against it might be a good way to have it all for one. With under 2 minutes remaining in the first half, here's Watson. The dish off to Murray. SGA on a close near. Isaiah Joe on Braun. Here's a set in with the shot over on Holmgren. That's an arm miss here by Denver. Holmgren rebounding his average. That is number 4. And he's over to SGA. Caruso. Back to the Gordon Alexander. He gets to Holmgren. Over Saric. What a drive. As for Holmgren, he gets 11 points in this game. That's 5 out of 6 field goal range for Chet Holmgren as he really ranged it in.
Just don't believe on that. I won't say that Chet Holmgren will have to keep it in.
Great drive by Murray. That will be a 2-pointer to give as 8 points. And it's Watson with the assist. 39-28 to score. Gordon Alexander with the ball. Off to Caruso. The pass to Joe. Joe passes it off to Caruso. Gives to Gordon Alexander. Here's a step up for the 2. Rolls in and out. Rebounded by Christian Braun the other way. 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Braun works his way back to Murray. Murray pass off to Najee. And he'll be watching it in. Back to Murray. Murray for the side stepper for the 2 is good. That'll be Jamal Murray. That is 10 points. And it's now a 39-30 game. This is very close how they're going to get to Gregorius Alexander. He really has to do some big changes. Needs something else to give it off. He has to get into a right momentum to make him feel like he's proud enough. Just need to do it for his extra time in. Gregorius Alexander finishes drive. That'll be 6 points for SGA. It's a 41-30 game. Just like that, before the end of the first half, they'll be finished for now. And with the shot, great D by Holmgren. And he will slow it down. That'll be the end of the first half, 41-30, as we approach halftime. Just like when you know for, just keep playing, do the right thing. God City is never going to quit. We have approached halftime. We'll be back with you shortly after these messages. Back to the game in the third quarter. Now, halftime show starts now.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that? I got it. Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas?
Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. And
Big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing them shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
The energy on defense was just disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor where it needs to be was just not there.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back, folks, as we're ready to get started for the third quarter at OKC. The big starter has been changing it oftenly for Jamal Murray as he's been scoring it late in the second quarter, but he might have to figure things out of how he can get it back. How do you think that will happen there, guys?
Well, I wouldn't say Jamal Murray would be my personal thing. I mean, I'm just not able to happy with that. And the only scoring chances to need to get this thing keep pushing,
He's going to need to try to give it up. I just have to do the same thing. Just keep going when you can. We start the second quarter and the second half of the game is Brian Smith, Jamal Murray, Jokic in center, Gordon in power forward, and Porter Jr. in small forward. They're setting over, now finds it off to Jalen Williams for the two. Setback's good, and this one brings another one for a 7-point game. He's really giving off for Jalen Williams. He's making this to an easy chain. Just don't look at that one out there, and get it out. Offensive foul, it's on Denver Nuggets. This will change it over to the Thunder ball.
you're not going to play it this way because I guess that offensive foul is going to change it up. Stop playing like it's easier.
Dort has it again to Holmgren. Holmgren has it over again to Dort. Dort, 42. Bad, it's missed, and rebounded by Jokic. Here's another one for Christian Braun. Braun, the alley-oop to Gordon. Underneath the rim. Got a heavy D here, and Murray with a 2. And rebounded by Holmgren. Never missed by Denver Nuggets. You just see that time, sometimes you just don't see that the head coaches are being disappointed. This one is not just the right play when you deep the dude for him. Williams pass. Here's a 3 for Holmgren. That one is missed from the range near the baseline. As now Murray will have it the other way. Ball's knocked out, and it's stolen by Gordon Alexander. With the jam! Oh yeah! Right in the range, he has 8 points, and the Thunder's been loving it.
Hey, somebody loves SGA. How do you know about Shea Gordon Alexander? That's one of a big pass.
Foul given by the Thunder. This will be Dort. His first personal foul. And it'll be the next team foul. That'll be their first.
Jokic would have made that one with the finish, and unfortunately, he didn't get a good timing. He just made that one, missed again, all over it.
Free throw coming up for Nikola Jokic. Only 6:23 remaining in the third quarter. Everybody's been talking about it afterward, and there is no way that you can definitely do this at all. And without anything, it wasn't just the finishing that you need to do for it. Sometimes you just need to win. Sometimes you just don't have to do it afterwards. You just have to try to get that out of the zone. And maybe there's no better feeling than this, because that one really messed it up. It's not going to be easy, Rich. Now the change up as Murray's checked out, as Russell Westbrook is checked back in. And the second one misses off. Jalen Williams with the ball has it over to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren pass over to Williams. Williams pass again to Gordon Alexander. He'll give the pass to Holmgren, and the pass over the outside is to Dort. Dort, over Porter on the ground. That's good for Dort. He has 4 points, and it's now reaching in with 47-31. Westbrook. The dish over to Braun. Braun going in middle. The drive. Great D by Holmgren. Holmgren's got 7th rebound in the game, and he's picking it up for the OKC Thunders.
Hey, if there's only one more win, then they're going to be heading over to the Western Conference Finals, and they'll have to try to make a win if they can try to stay alive for the Nuggets or not. That'll be a shutout loss for the Denver Nuggets. So they're going to try to find another way to get out of it.
Chet Holmgren's been like a killer in her tonight. He's really like finishing it loud and proud. Here to Gordon, trying to keep it up, and Gordon will slam it down with two-hand dunker. 5:12 remaining in the third quarter, as Aaron Gordon's trying to keep it up in the range. Now the Gordon Alexander, he'll have to pass over to Holmgren. Holmgren pass over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein gives to Holmgren, now finds it over to Dort. Dort, rolling in, step-up floater, very good. Rebound by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook, looking at the range outside, heading into the middle. That will get it back. Broad outside on Dort. Pocket 6. Send to Jokic for 3. That's good. He makes a three-pointer. And that one is now cutting it back down with the 49-36 game. He's all over electrifying afterward for Nikola Jokic. He's really like giving it everything. Another three-pointer step-by-step motions. Here's Williams to set off again to Gordon Alexander. Finding Hardenstein. Over Jokic. Near the baseline is good. That'll be Hardenstein's second bucket of the game.
There was no way you have the hard feeling for Isaiah Hardenstein. You really have to believe that he would play it for real.
Timeout on Denver Nuggets with only 4:02 remaining in the third. You just have to believe and just enough play will in. His energy is a big, strong effort. I wouldn't say afterward, but hopefully this will change it in to make the right time change. As we have some upcoming games here coming up in Game 3, as we'll have our next chain in, as this will be our next look. The Golden State Warriors will play against the Minnesota Timberwolves after the game of the Cavaliers against the Pacers. That'll be your next game here. Your first game will be at 7 p.m. and then the second game will start at 9 p.m. on the other side. So that'll be like 30 minutes before the ball tip-off starts in Game 3 in Minnesota. That'll be our next part of the game to keep your eyes on the coverage to get things right on the board. And then for the Pacers, they'll play against the Cavaliers, and they might have their chain. If they win or not, they'll be heading to the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, it's been like the better and better now here for Indiana Pacers. Kyrie Halliburton's looking to end this game, and I probably might be thinking he might have to win that for real. Instant for the life, he just won't have to just do any of it like he does it for any of them. You just have to play it like it's all for everybody. New substitutions coming on the board for the Thunders and for the Nuggets. Now as for the Thunders, 3 players are checked off, 3 players checked on the court. This will be Wallace with Wiggins and Holmgren. Porter Jr. to Westbrook. A pass up to Gordon. Wiggins on watching it. Westbrook outside, watching the screen. Looks to Gordon, into our middle, slam it down! Number 2 corner on the jam and a paint. He has 8.
I don't see what happened with the defender. Somebody had caught up in the screen look. You didn't think that wasn't that very nice at all.
Reporter from Alley LaFour saying that the all that simple is that the head coach, Daniel Gossman, from the new replacement for the head coach for the Nuggets, is making a lot of digressions on this place. As he says, we're not really stepping into this game, folks, because we need to step back in. All that game 2 needs to matter. This improvement needs a lifetime to keep that one tying. Let's get back into this and then show what we got. We're not down, but we're not out.
He's really like having a rough time here in the first half. And I would say that Spellman, he just have to like get the finishing off of finishing views. This angle's really going to make that one too difficulty for Spellman to like give it up.
Short for 2. Rolls in and out. Rebounded by Jokic again to Westbrook. Porter Jr. Ball's loose. Rebound by Holmgren. Here they are. Fast break incoming to Holmgren. That one gives up and away from Westbrook. Westbrook pass to Porter Jr. You'll find it over to Westbrook. And it's stolen again. Now this time, will they get it? Dort finish the drive and a foul. That'll be Braun with his second personal foul. And your first team foul for Denver Nuggets. 2:21 remaining in the first half. As Dort heads the free throw line, shooting 2.
He's like giving everyone else a try to take a break on the chill tip. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh, I always used to say now for Lucian Stewart, he would almost be like impossible to like score it afterward. Nobody in the world can they do that. Free throw coming up for Lucian Stewart. He's at the free throw line shooting 2. Stewart knocks the first free throw. Now some new changes for the Nuggets, as this will be back the other way. 3 players checked off, 3 players checked on the court. Saric, Najee, Watson, and Murray moves over. And as for Lucian Stewart, he's one of our big Canadian players afterwards. He tried to go over from Jamal Murray, but he was not sure what his quote would make, because only time has made him tell. And he has a lot of things to talk about at this range. After waiting for the finals, he really had played it and he just enjoyed his moment. Because he does whatever he takes to stay on the floor. And with that, he stayed in on hustling and bounding on the defenders. He's enjoying his moment. And finally, he could definitely win for the finals with this team by Shea, Chet, and Isaiah. It's been a wild ride, and definitely what you know for Lucian Stewart had a blast. Oh, yes, I know. He's like perfect to make that one finish, and he was all for the accountable to make it in to give that one a great finish. One of the top 3 defenders in the league was only Lucian Stewart. After a foul by the Thunders, it'll be Watson heading to the free throw line shooting 2. I have no confidence in this one. That is just how bad it gets. Now Watson's really like giving a 2-pointer off. This step position is going to make that one kill off. It's not going to play it easy enough if you do it straight away. You missed the first free throw. Definitely new group for the Thunders. Isaiah Joe, Jalen Williams, and Alex Caruso are checked in. 2 players from the Nuggets as Murray and Westbrook move over from shooting guard to point guard. Watson hits the second free throw. We're down to 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A 55-41 game. Wallace has to begin with Joe. Joe, the pass to Caruso. Caruso, Watson 2, and a fly, and let it in the rim. That's Alex Caruso with his 3rd bucket in the game. Are you serious? That's what I just said about Alex Caruso. He would make that one with the job down in the bunker. Westbrook. Saric for 2. That rolls in with a 3-pointer. After Westbrook with the assist, it's a 57-44 game. Thunder letting it down with only 1:24 remaining in the third. Wiggins has it again to Alex Caruso, who makes a new sloppy change. Here's Joe for the 3, and it'll be an offensive foul. That one is going to turn it over to Christian Wallace. No bucket score for the Thunder. The new changeup will be Michael Porter Jr. replacing for Najee and Saric to center. Oh my gosh, that one was really like knocking out of a wound. He just turned it over. That illegal screen is not going to happen in this play again. Nobody wants to make that one out of the range, so you're not going to play it easy enough if you do it the right way. Loves the pass to Wallace. Oh, we went too early, and this one goes right back to Westbrook. Westbrook with the shot. Over with the tip back in will be Porter Jr. 57-46. Under 50 seconds remaining in the third. Alex Caruso. Pass that tipped off to Wiggins. Wiggins pass off to Wallace. Wallace trying to watch out to be very careful on his screen. They don't want to get defended off. Alex Caruso. Good setup. Lost the ball. Stripped from his hand. It's been stolen by Saric. Westbrook to Watson. Here he comes. And he's fouled. Almost went in the rim and in the net. That'll be another OKC foul on Wallace. Yeah, this is no big sick shame. I mean, when he like dipped it in, that's another big foul. After committed by an illegal screen, now he's got a foul again. That's for Watson. He's going to get back into the free throw, and they're going to extend it back down by 10 to get to 9 if he makes both free throws. Not going to lock that up. It's not just like what they need to do to keep playing the permit. This one is serious and crucial. Watson hits the first free throw.
Williams will check out, and then checking back in will be Isaiah Hardenstein. He's definitely like in bump for now, and he just did not know how that happened with his boss. The ball losing out of his hands. Well, it can be a little difficult. I just don't understand how that just did happen. But hey, it really happens. So, Thunders couldn't get enough of momentum. And with just 20 seconds for the third quarter, here's Wallace. You're down by 9. Wallace looks to Isaiah Joe. 10 seconds remaining in the third. Watch again, gives back to Isaiah Joe. Joe with a chance for the buzz beater, and that rolls up, goes with the shot, it will not count it in. That will end the third quarter, a 57-48 game. The Nuggets might be able to tie that series, but we'll see how they will do when we return at the OKC Thunder in the Loud City. The fourth quarter is next, coming up after the break. And we are back again. We are ready to start the fourth quarter at Loud City. It's been a big finish here as we are finishing up the fourth quarter. Let's see what happens with the big finish in game 2. On a big start off for the Thunders, we have his Gregorix Alexander. He's with Van Dort. Ben Hardenstein into the center. Caruso to small forward. And Williams from the outside. Porter Jr. will start off with a 2. He will drop it in. They're back down by 7. Porter Jr. is getting a beat over by Jalen Williams. And most likely comparisons really like giving it all what he did. He was not really surprising how that one was going to change in. Lucian Store to get a Hardenstein. Hardenstein finding to get a Gregorix Alexander. Williams outside for the 3. Kaboom! Howard is back up for 10. Williams got 10 points in this game. Trying to beat over by Porter Jr. record.
There's no stopping this effort. Jalen Williams, he made it number 3. He's really on a high streak. No hands is going to make that one feel like he's going.
Caruso sends this over to Hardenstein. And he'll have it over to get into Williams. Lucian Store for the 3. No good. Rebound by Jokic. Porter Jr. pulling it in. Now finds to Murray. Murray with the shot. Over the hand. Rebounded again. And he still can't get it there.
Man, Murray's been missing at everything, and now he's on cold. He's not going to get this one straight through.
SGA now finds this Lucian Store. Just a good order to Alexander. Alexander passes to Williams. Williams looks off. Lucian Store gives to Hardenstein. Over Jokic. And his shot's good. Hardenstein with 6 points. 62-50 to score. Jamal Murray, the blue arrow's got to make that one go back out of the cold zone. And he watches. Waited patiently to Braun. Braun right toward middle with the shot for the jumper is good. They're back down by 10 after Murray with the assist. That's a decent score. I mean, looks like that Christian Braun may have to just deep it out and feel traded. SGA to Dort. Trying to roll it off to Williams. Porter Jr. Watching that pass, back again to Gregorix Alexander. Finding the motion. Timing the angle. Here's Hardenstein from the free throw line. It's good. Hardenstein with another 2-pointer. He has 8. And that was the assist by SGA. He really penetrated deeply, and he really knew how that one was going to get done straight away. Here's Porter Jr. Oh, almost went tricky here. He almost would have caused a foul, but he just had that tied again to Williams. We just passed 3 minutes on the fourth quarter. For those of you who are joining us again, we have got 5 minutes left remaining in the fourth quarter. Gregorix Alexander. This off to Williams. Setting a screen for Hardenstein. Rolling over to Hardenstein. He blocked the shot. Porter Jr. having a little bit able to get right into it, but he's trying to fight from his recover injury, but he's not sure what he will do. Jokic on Hardenstein has it to Murray. Here's Watson. Watson outside on Jalen Williams. He's right toward the middle. The stepper. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Dort. And Dort will have it again to Hardenstein. Aaron Gordon watching it patiently on Michael Porter Jr. Hopefully he'll be still okay. SGA for the finish, up for two. It's good! SGA with 10 points in the game, back up to 12.
They really have to believe now. Leo needs to get in there.
Get back to Watson. Watson finds Porter Jr. Pass it to Murray. Trying to watch it in for the float shot. No good. Over with the shot. Great team by Hardenstein. Hardenstein got 6 rebounds in this game. And over to SGA. For the finish, and he's fouled. That'll be Shea Alexander heading back to the free throw line, shooting 2. Watson with his first personal foul, and their first team foul for Mile High. Now with some new changes, as now Aaron Gordon's checked in for Porter Jr. And there's only one shot to take in for the Thunders, as they'll make new changes in for the other side. He makes the first free throw. Just one change left here, as now Chet Holmgren will decide to make the new change off to give to Alex Caruso. He grabs the second free throw and got it in. 3:40 remaining in the fourth quarter of regulation. Murray pulling in, ball's loose, and he will give it over. Here he comes, switching Storts in a rush, and he's fouled. That'll be Brown with his third and their second team foul for Mile High.
And there was no turning back. Lucian Stewart was looking at it forward afterwards, and he was not really thinking that he was able to try to finish that one off. His entire pointer is going to give him a slack to get right into it.
Free throws on for Lucian Stewart at the free throw line, shooting 2. Under 3:30 remaining in the fourth quarter, he'll try to handle it over again. Dort hits the first free throw. Jamal Murray will sit on the bench, and Russell Westbrook will get back onto the court. He'll trip it down for a second free throw. Nearing down the end of regulation, here's Russell Westbrook. Westbrook against SGA. Pass to Braun. Braun pass to Watson. Looks to Westbrook. Westbrook, the screen for Jokic. Right toward middle, the drive. Jokic up for 2, good. Number 2-pointer for Nikola Jokic after Russell Westbrook with the assist.
He really just only had 2 pointers, just 2 out of 5 field goals, but he just only had 6. That's just only the crazy part about it, and he would never believe that the Joker would have that right choice.
Hardenstein over Jokic, it's good. Hardenstein with 10. And he rolls over to Jokic to make that with number 2-pointer in. Timeout. Calls by Denver with only 2:43 remaining in the fourth.
Let me hear you make that loud, because that one for Thunder, they're bringing up the energy with the spark, and they might be able to have that one win it out.
And I believe that this would be like all the chance. This one is really what they all know. And how that changed in just to make that one win to the finish. Ogren's been like a professional to start with his defender. He's really in a fast take, and he just finishes with all the lifestyle that he had. Just an incredible 2 blocks this game, and most likely he'll be able to try it all to finish for his next team.
What you could say about Chet Holmgren, he could definitely been like playing it for afterwards at the right single amount. There's no chance of turning back, but this is a great way for Chet Holmgren to keep things from coming back in. Here's Westbrook on shaking Onyx Alexander. Pulls around, he'll slap it. Right into the middle, and you'll have that one jam down. I don't believe how Russell Westbrook would do, but that really made this one slamming in. It's a historic moment as we got a great slam dunk presented by the AT&T on the 5G Slam Cam. We'll do Stort, has it over now to Chicken Onyx Alexander. And Ogren across to Williams with the drive. Hard drop, but he didn't make that 2-pointer easy. Here's another Jalen Williams, again the door. Pass it to Onyx Alexander to Jalen Williams. Step around over Jokic, and rolls in and out, and rebounded by Westbrook. Only 2 minutes remaining in regulation. And Murray can't get it in. Ogren will have it now to Williams with only 1:50 remaining. Jalen Williams, number 8, he's got 10. He'll have it over to Onyx Alexander to Holmgren. Again to Jalen Williams. Williams trying to work it off. Green for an SGA. And makes it in from deep. Tricky shot for SGA. He makes 15 points. Oh my gosh. Don't judge Shea Onyx Alexander. That's one of his best to make that one make to a pow in the bucket bridge. Wow.
After a dunk by Nikola Jokic, here's SGA. And he sends over to Williams. Williams past the Legion's door. Over around Braun. That finish drive won't cut in. Down to a final minute in a second half of the regulation. Murray trying to watch it in on Williams. The slides back. Goes rumble down. Gordon for 3. And rebounded by Onyx Alexander. Onyx Alexander has his 4th rebound, and you'll have it again in Jalen Williams. This team has always been the best afterwards, and for always, we've seen them display since season 8. Yeah, it's been always been adoption. I really have to say now, for every once in a lifetime, they won't change it immediately, as they just have to try to keep all of it. Right from here, and that one with the finish, it's just all what they have to do now. Play it for real. Murray, one last time for the 3, and you will miss that. And that will do it. Thunders take a strong start as they won 2 games at home, streak out the Nuggets with a 77-60 your final score. As they now are heading off to Mile High for Game 3, and if they win, they'll head over to the Western Conference Finals. This won't be the day afterwards, but believe it, the Loud City is the home to make that thunder pound.
You tell it, you believe it, you will make that way your grain to everyone.
And that's what we did. Thunders won it all.
And all about wraps it up, fellas. Along with my broadcasting partner, Ali LaForce, along with Tyler and Gangsta, I'm Son of Peace. You've been watching the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Alright, thank you so much, Son of Peace. And as we are finishing up the second part of the game, it's the Thunders that won 2-0 over Denver Nuggets. Here's how they did with on the total statistics. Wood Spoonie is realizing that, well, SGA made that 3. Well, I bet you would. I bet he definitely did everything what he could do. He really had that smashing in there. He's been pushing up the hay. I mean, feel like we're going to win again. And then if we do it, we're going to advance to the next round. And here's how they did. 62% for the field goals for OKC. and it was 40% and 83 for the three-pointers and the free throws. That's for Denver Nuggets. 2 fast break points was in between OKC and Denver. 34 points in the paint with only 11 second chance points for the Denver Nuggets. 19 bench points with only 30 assists, OKC. 15 offensive rebounds for Nuggets, and the defensive rebounds was 23 for OKC Thunders. 5, 3, and 5 was the steals, blocks, and turnovers. 5 team fouls for Denver Nuggets with only 5 dunks. And it was 18 biggest lead with 18:06 time and possession. Well, it has been like this, and now it's time to get 3-star players of the game. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much. And I really will have to say about this now, this won't be the day afterwards to get the finishing total games. Now let's have a look at the 3-star players of the game. Starting off was the big one to have that finishing in, and that was, all you know, Jamal Murray. He was really questioning how he just got there with 12 points, and he only had 5 out of 18, and being young cold is not the best solution that you really have to do every other ones. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 out of 18 field goals, and he missed 2 3-pointers. It doesn't start off to make that one clearly easy. Then a second star player of the game we have across is Chet Holmgren. He made that one with a great defensive, and that was his New Balance player of the game with 13 points with only 2 blocks, 10 defensive rebounds, and it was 4 assists, 1 steal, 6 out of 8 field goals, and 1 3-pointer out of 2, 21 performance, and 1 dunk. But your first star player of the game really done his best, and looks like, now you know for, it was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He had finishes with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and only 7 assists with 1 steal. He is only just 7 out of 12 field goal range. 1 3-pointer with 32 performance effort. 2 dunks. That was the finish for the point guard to have it all. And that about wraps it up here for Game 2 for the OKC Thunders and the Nuggets. Only 1 for Game 3 was showing you on a first look of a change for the Knicks and the Celtics. Well, Rumble is ours, and if we win again, we'll be heading on to conference finals for the OKC Thunders. Thanks for watching with our craziest game between the Celtics and the Knicks, and the Thunders against the Nuggets. It was been a big night. Not for this, because this one was better.
Well, I guess you would say this with a silver spoon. You definitely have it all.
I do believe you. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you all again next time.
See you folks for as well as the NBA 2K Sports of the Playoff Dial. This is Wood Spoony
and Silver Spoon signing out. And from OKC, we give a farewell, and we'll come back again for our next game.
Until next time, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you next time.
See ya. Cheers.
If you don't, somebody will.